today I have here different kinds of coins coming from Philippines, from Thailand, from Malaysia, from Singapore, and of course from Indonesia. Now if I'm going to mix this, in science we call it a mixture. So in mixture, we have to know how to mix solids so that we can form new substances. And of course, sometimes we also need to separate them. So how are we going to separate and mix them? By the use of these tools. So, for our lesson, we're going to learn about how can we mix and separate the solids. So what else are we waiting for? Let us start!
Winnowing is a process used by farmers to separate grains from husk. Husk is the outer coating of the grains. Using this method, we can separate the finer materials from the coarser ones. Winnowing is based on the fact that grains are heavier than husks. The mixture is made to fall from height. Wind carries the husk with it, and two separate heaps are obtained for husk and grains. Example: separating chaff or husk from wheat grains. This is one of the most time-consuming methods, but is one of the basic methods of separation. It is a process in which undesirable components are removed from desired components manually by hand picking. However, sometimes both the components may be useful. It is based on the principle of difference in shape, size, or color or different components. This method is used only when one of the components is present in a small quantity and differs in color, shape, or size so that it can be picked up manually. Hence, it is not very flexible. Example: stones and pulses can be separated by this method. Separating of vegetables can also be done by this method. Magnetic separation is employed to separate the magnetic substances from non-magnetic substances present in a mixture. It is based on the magnetic property of attraction. Magnet is passed over the mixture. Due to the force of attraction, all the ferromagnetic substances get dinged to the magnet and impurities are left behind. Example: iron can be separated from a mixture of iron and sulfur. This method is also used in electromagnetic cranes that separate crabs. Recently, scientists are using this method in microbiology. Sieving is the simple technique of separating particles of different sizes. It is based on the principle of filtration. The mixture is passed through a sieve or any other porous materials given a mechanical force. The smaller components pass through the sieve and bigger components are left behind. Examples: separating tea leaves from tea and sieving of flour. Sublimation is the process in which the solid changes directly into vapor and vapor changes directly into solid. It employs the principle of change of state by skipping the intermediate state. The mixture is taken in a sublimating dish and heated strongly until one component gets evaporated and then condenses to form solid on the upper part of the sublimating flask. Examples: camphor, iodine, naphthalene, and ammonium chloride undergo sublimation. Did you know that exposure to large amounts of naphthalene may damage the red blood cells?
And those are just examples on how to separate and mix solid materials. For more discussions, we're going to meet in our Zoom class, so don't miss it. And of course, for our home-based learning, I want you to answer the exercise on page 32 of your pupils book. Also, I want you to prepare the following materials. We're going to have an activity during our Zoom class and experiment so that we'll know how to separate and mix solid materials. So what else are we waiting for? Always remember to stay healthy, keep safe, and stay home. So that's it. Thank you for today and see you in our Zoom class. Bye!